Disclaimer. All content from this show are for comedic purposes only. This information should not be considered complete, and should be taken with salt and pepper and cumin. Oh, and by the way, warning, I say all content in the show is intended for adults due to the strong subject matter and graphic nature of the language. The information may also not be up to date and is not intended to be used in place of a visit, consultation, or advice of any other professional. Thank you very kindly. Now let us proceed. Thank you and enjoy the Adrian Lozano Show.
Previously on the Adrian Lozano Show.
Their type of shindig.
Yeah, the type of stuff that they would normally have on that show.
So, what do you call it? We're working on, this is 115 uno cinco.
Right on.
Yeah, so tell the people what's up. What are they doing?
Well, it's the number 115, y'all. It's you got Becky here, you got Adrian here, you got the 115 here, you got Star Trek, you got Christmas is coming up. We got
It's rather crisp.
We got tall boys, or as I prefer not to call them, tall men.
You prefer not to call them, but yet you still
I was
say
actually
it.
thinking about that. It should be tall cans.
Get a tall can.
Yeah, let me get a tall can, right? I mean, like, what's with the boys? What's with the...
Yeah, we should try to eliminate the boys. Not the show, but
or any otherwise. I just don't think it's... I just don't think it describes the product accurately.
I don't know.
I mean, it is because everybody knows what it means because it's in the colloquialisms, but I don't know. It just seems like tall can would just make so much more sense.
I feel like they would automatically know what you mean. Nobody would be like, "What is that?" You know, like.
Yeah. Even which? Give me a Budweiser. Okay, which one? Oh, the tall can, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't say the long can.
Yeah.
Give me that long can. It's like, whoa.
Why do you have to say that slowly? Like, just because it's long.
I have a speech impediment.
You have to say it slow.
Slow. So last time we were together, we were checking out Young Janeway on that terrible movie that Remo Williams, Remo.
Mm-hmm. Where she's like a lawyer or something, right?
She's a bit of a scientist herself.
Oh, yeah. She's a lawyer.
Yes, the science of law.
Science of the law.
Science of the law.
Now let's test this. Let's see if we can get this guy off this murder charge.
Science of the law. Yeah.
That sounds like an overzealous metal band that sings that song. Science of the law. Minute.
I think cool one would be like Science of the Marsh.
The Marsh.
The Marsh.
The Marsh. Why the Marsh?
Because I was like, I don't want to go swamp. Science of the swamp.
But Marsh.
Marsh.
It's so
Marsh.
It sounds like it doesn't.
Because lake is so overdone.
It doesn't even sound like a word. It just sounds like a noise you make with your face.
Marsh.
Which, I mean, that's what words.
That's
are,
when you
right?
punch somebody. That's the sound. It's marsh.
Oh, the onomatopoeia. Right?
Marsh.
It is marsh.
Marsh. As your face, as your cheek gets pushed in by the fucking fist.
And like spit, like it's kind of like coming out the corner of your mouth.
That spit actually says marsh. Marsh.
Or that's all you can say.
Marsh.
Like after you get punched like that.
It's like, what was the name of the mom on The Simpsons? Marsh.
Like you're all slack jawed and your tongue's hanging down.
Slack jawed.
Flapping in the wind.
Some folks will never lose a toe, and then again some folks will. Like Cletus the slack jawed yokel.
Marsh.
What's her name? Beverly Marsh. From fucking It.
like you did good with the first name, but the last name you just,
Marsh.
it's like you fucking gave up.
It's like, Mr. King, are you aware that's not really a word? Marsh is a word, I'll have you know.
And why do you say that slowly also? Like Long Marsh.
This here's our Marsh.
Yeah, get off our marsh.
Did I do that? Get off our Marsh.
Did it?
Yeah.
That's so ridiculous.
Oh, I love it. Marsh. That's gonna be the name of the episode. Marsh.
Or it's like something you would say like in response to being
Are you a criminal?
no,
Have you ever been arrested, or are you a communist? Marsh.
No.
Yes.
You know, it's like something you'd say like after you get like hit in the ribs. Marsh. Like you're desperately trying to breathe because you got the wind knocked out of you.
I feel like, I don't know, maybe you're trying
Or
to
something
get...
you received bodily harm and that's the noise you make.
Marsh.
Oh, fucking Marsh.
See, no, R is the noise you make. It's the marsh.
Like you stub your toe.
Marsh.
Oh, Marsh.
So we can't say shit around kids? Marsh.
Exactly.
Marsh. Fucking Marsh. It's like, again, that's supposed to replace swearing.
Yeah.
Never.
Dad, what's Marsh? Oh, it's just
Wash your mouth out. Don't you ever say that
bad word. It's a terrible word.
It's a terrible marsh.
Either that or it'd be like it sounds like a way to describe like constipation.
Marsh.
Like you'd be like, oh man.
Are you there rocking back and forth on the toilet?
Yeah.
Waiting for that beautiful marsh?
No, it's more like...
Because that's the sound that it makes when it hits the toilet. Marsh.
Marsh. I think it'd be more like a way to describe like constipation. Oh man, I got the marsh.
What if we're offending Martians by saying that?
Fuck the Martians.
Because they're from Mars. That's why they're Martians.
Yeah, but do they live in a marsh?
They live in Marsh.
Yeah, if you live in Marsh...
Maybe a Martian takes a marsh.
Maybe.
Do you take this marsh
Or
to
that's
be
like-
your lawfully wedded marsh?
That's like the female version of the Martian.
Marsh.
The male is, the Martian, and then she's just the marsh.
Just a marsh. Marsh.
Marsh, come on, Marsh.
Marsh. So that's Marsha.
That's the way they describe like their boo, their sweetheart.
That's my Marsh.
Their babe.
This my bitch.
That's my Marsh.
Well, this is my marsh. And then it's like, that reminds me very much of the South Park episode where they Marklar'd everything. Like, everything was all Marklar. It's like, you could totally... Marklar. It's like, a big bag of Marklars. That was a really interesting episode because those aliens look terrible. They're very good at drawing ugly aliens, like, on the fly. Because also those, like, what was it? Pansexual aliens? The ones that were, like, they were pretending to be... They were crab people, that's what they were. But they were pretending to be the queer eye from the straight guy. Queer eye for the straight guy. And so they... is it metrosexual? I think it was metrosexual.
Metrosexuals.
They turned Randy into...
Metrosexuals are...
He was like a man that took care of himself, like primped and...
yeah, like obsessed with his appearance, but a straight man.
Yeah, a pansexual... Right? Did you like
a pansexual
is when it's somebody that's...
They call it being gender blind. Like
you're both, yeah.
Like you'll have sex with...
Anything.
Any human being.
No, anything. It's
Anything?
Anything. Like even a marsh.
or but that doesn't...
For the listener, I keep turning my face away. It might sound terrible.
Yeah, turn your head away in shame.
Yeah, marsh.
No, but pansexual...
marsh.
I mean, it doesn't include, like, animals. I don't think it does.
Depends.
I think it's just any human.
Yeah, sure.
Orientation or
sure.
Gender identification.
Or living doll or whatever, you know.
I don't know.
Marsh.
It's like a...
It's a nervous tick now.
I was just going to say, it's a nervous tick. Like, that's his tell.
How can you tell when he's lying?
Know he's bluffing in poker. You know.
It's like, you got a good hand? Oh, yeah, I got a great hand. Marsh.
You're the worst poker player ever.
But you're great at the game of Marsh.
Yeah. So, that's
spicy meat the vagina.
Well, if it's spicy,
It could be spicy.
I'm a little worried because I've never had one spicy.
It just depends if what you like. If you listen,
I mean,
to
if she was on like Hot Ones,
if you listen,
and
to, oh
she,
wow,
like,
yeah,
and she did that fucking.
Yeah, Charlize Theron was on there, and she had no fucking problem with that.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that one. She's super hot, and she really didn't. I don't think she drank like milk until like one of the last. I don't know, 8 wings.
Well, because they give you like doesn't it like get spicier as you go on or whatever?
Oh yeah. They're not gonna start off with. And actually, I forget who it was asked like, "Hey, can we do like start with the spiciest one and then work our way down?" And he's like, "Yeah, you're not the first person to think of that actually or bring that up, but we really advise against it."
Yeah, because it's like brutal.
Yeah, like I would imagine that it would be like just a shock to your system. You know, just go like you'd want to build up to it. You know what I mean?
I've seen bits and pieces of those shows. I've seen like segments, but I've never like.
They have them on Hulu. I think it's Hulu that has that show, or it has some of the episodes from that show, like 1 or 2 seasons or something.
I don't know. I'm not.
'Cause that's where I saw it.
Oh, brag.
Well, I'm not. I'm just saying, you know, so people can know where.
What's the last thing that you watched that you were getting into that you care to tell people about while I go plug something in?
Oh, I actually saw. I think it's called it's something along the lines of the Great American Barbecue Cook-Off Challenge, or it's something like that. It's on Netflix, and basically they get like 8 people
Marsh.
together. Marsh.
They get 8 people together, lock them in a room, and tell them
Cook some barbecue.
cook some barbecue.
No, but they have they almost have like it's almost like a barn type setup.
Ooh, I barbecue in a barn.
They have like a big barn
Marsh.
that has like all their like prep tables and meat locker and all the stuff you need for cooking,
Okay.
like a kitchen inside, and then you've got prep tables and all the barbecue equipment outside, under like a big pavilion and whatnot. And they start off fairly simple. They just say
Marsh.
pick 2 proteins that you want to cook and cook them however you want, and make some sides with it, and then they judge each individual person's meal that they present, and they have like a certain amount of time to do it. Like they'll give you 5.5 hours or whatever it is, and then you have to plate it and bring over what you cooked.
And it's called what again?
I want to say it's
Marsh.
Great American Barbecue Cook-Off Challenge or something like that. Maybe 1 or 2 of those words is off, but
1 or 2 of them.
I don't know what the fuck it's called, but it's something very close to that. If you search that, what I just said, I guarantee you,
I do not have access to the web.
Oh, it would come up on Netflix. But for all of you listeners out there, if you type that in, it will come up. But anyways, then the next episode is more challenging. They tell you what they want you to cook, and then you pick your sides. And then
Nobody's gonna tell me what I want to cook.
And then next you have to cook. The next episode is like ribs. And then when it really starts getting interesting, they do exotic meats. Like they cook
like people.
No, not Soylent Green, but they did cook like raccoon. Apologies, folks. They cooked raccoon, squirrel, alligator, iguana.
Iguana, you iguana?
Iguana. Possum. Marsh.
Marsh.
And alligator. and so that and I mean most people have never experienced those kinds of proteins, and so
Have you experienced this kind of protein? I'm not gonna answer that.
I have not, sir. So that's where it starts getting more challenging, and then and then I think the last challenge I watched, they had to cook with equipment that is used in different countries. Like each person was
Like
given,
that car that we saw that was on 3 wheels and
Yeah.
open from the front.
Yeah, kind of like that.
You gotta cook it.
well,
You gotta
this-
barbecue on one of those.
Yeah, like one person had Morocco, one had Japan. I think another one had Argentina. Argentina was actually pretty cool. The guy he took a lamb, a full lamb carcass, and they cooked outside on the ground, and there's a like an apparatus that you can set up over the fire. Like it leans probably at about like a 15-degree angle or 20-degree angle over the fire. So the carcass is flayed across this. It's like a cross with a lot more cross beams. And it holds the carcass open, and then it kind of leans over the fire.
Oh, cool.
And he cooked the whole thing like that. It was actually pretty dope. And then, just various other skillets and little like pots that you can use like coals to heat and stuff like that. Just different equipment from all over the world. And of course, these people have never used it before. But, based on what you know about cooking and barbecuing, these people have to navigate that.
Do they at least get directions?
No. They just give them the equipment. They have to figure it out.
Yes.
And I mean, anybody who barbecues should be able to figure out how the thing works, because it's actually fairly primitive. The way these,
there's no like futuristic like space age.
but you don't know how it works exactly.
No.
Sometimes, because there's like this one pot from Morocco.
I feel like that could go very wrong.
Like you think it can. You think it looks almost like a crock pot, but it actually acts more like a Dutch oven. So I mean, you just have to figure that out on the fly as you go, and using a lot of they give them a lot of different types of fruits and vegetables and spices that are not anywhere in
that the FDA does not approve of.
Yeah, they're not anywhere in the American palate. So they're all the contestants, they're out of their element. So they just have to navigate that and try to make something that tastes fucking good. With sides and and then like in the middle of it all, they'll do what they call they'll surprise them with like another challenge, like, oh hey, by the way, we want you to make a salsa.
All your cars are broken into. It's like, what the fuck? What kind of challenge is this? Like, now you're distracted. Now work. It's like, oh man.
No, like something they gotta do.
Oh, okay.
Like, hey,
you gotta break into all these cars.
Hey, we want you to make a bread that goes with using this that goes with the dish that you're making, or we want you to make a salsa with that goes with the dish that you're making, or we want you to make a sandwich,
I never
using these ingredients, like that kind of thing. It's interesting to see some of the flavor, just as somebody who enjoys barbecuing and cooking.
You fancy yourself as a bit of an expert?
I wouldn't say an expert, but I think I've got some good experience cooking and barbecuing
And starting fires for sure.
Oh, I am an expert in.
Yeah, for sure.
I will say I'm an expert in starting fires and making the type of fire for the situation that you want.
Yeah. That's something that I feel confident in my ability to start fire because of my old man. Had it not been for my dad like teaching me, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. It's like, okay,
yeah.
Right.
It reminds me, I had this one experience. It was actually at Thanksgiving at my aunt's place out in the woods north of Houston, and me and like some of my cousins were sitting around a fire that me and my cousin had made, and we're just just chilling, talking. And,
on the ground in a barrel. On the ground?
No, it's on the ground, and it's got like a ring around it, like a bunch of large stones around it, and it was one of those situations where it's like, okay, we need to put more wood on the fire, right? And one of my
Marsh.
yeah, one of my aunt's husbands came through, and he was like, "Oh, I'll put another log on the fire," and
I got your log right here.
He grabs the biggest fucking, it was practically a fucking stump, and puts it on there. You know, and at this point, you know, there's a bed of coals, but there's only like one like log of wood, and it's like it's a lot smaller than it used to be, a lot more broken down. And he puts this big ass stump on there, and all the flames go out, and he's like, and he's just like, it'll burn.
Didn't he think? Damn it! What kind of idiot does that?
I got you again.
Yes. What kind of idiot does that?
As somebody who is not mechanically inclined,
It'll burn.
That's what he does, because he put it on there, and then everybody like stops and is kind of looking at him. And he goes, "It'll burn," you know, and then he just walks off. And me and my cousin Todd kind of look at each other, and then we go and we pick it up, and the fire literally like starts flaming up again, like roaring back to life.
Finally, I can breathe.
Yes, exactly. And,
who was that jerk?
We all started fucking laughing, dude. Yeah, it'll burn.
Hey, it'll burn. Get over here.
Yeah, no,
it'll burn.
It was so funny, man.
I like that. It'll burn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta say something.
Hey, it'll burn. It'll burn. Your log's right there. Have a seat.
Yeah, you could probably sit on it because you put the fucking fire out. But no, it was so funny, dude. It was a fond memory of mine.
It'll burn. Oh no.
Disney has 24 movies coming out in 2021. Here they all are. Kirsten Acuna. November 3, 2020, 8:31 a.m. Black Widow will lead 2021 summer box office for Disney. Marvel Studios, Walt Disney Studios, is releasing 24 movies in 2021. The majority of the films may sound familiar as Disney pushed back a number of its releases due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Black Widow, Eternals, and Jungle Cruise are a few of the films now mixed in with 2021 releases. Visit Insider's homepage for more stories. Disney has plenty of movies to look forward to in 2021. It's not just Marvel, live-action remakes, and animated films that will hopefully be coming to theaters. After its 2019 acquisition of Fox's entertainment arm, Disney also has plenty of movies from 20th Century Fox, now 20th Century Studios, and Searchlight Pictures, including a Bob's Burgers animated film. If the release schedule looks like you're experiencing deja vu, you're not wrong. Many of these movies, from Black Widow to Jungle Cruise, were previously set for release in 2020 and have been pushed back one or multiple times due to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. Here's Disney and Fox's release schedule for next year as it currently stands. We'll continue to update this as it evolves. The Kingsman, February 12. Harris Dickinson and Ralph Fiennes star in the third Kingsman movie, which was originally set for a February 14, 2020 release before it was moved up. Peter Mountain, 20th Century Fox. The film will follow the origins of the independent intelligence agency. The synopsis reads, as a collection of history's worst tyrants and criminal masterminds gather to plot a war to wipe out millions, one man must race against time to stop them. Matthew Vaughn returns to close out the trilogy with Jaimin Hansu and Charles Dance joining Harris Dickinson and Ralph Fiennes. You can watch the latest trailer for the film here. Nomadland, February 19. Frances McDormand stars in 20th Century Studios' Nomadland. Searchlight Pictures. The film is based on the non-fiction book that follows Americans traveling the country searching for work. The film, being directed by Chloe Zhao, stars Frances McDormand and David Strathairn. It was supposed to be released theatrically in December 2020, but was recently moved to February 2021. Everybody's Talking About Jamie, February 26. The film was pushed back from an October 23, 2020 release. Dean Rogers' 20th Century Studios. The adaptation of the hit musical follows Jamie New, a 16-year-old who dreams of becoming a drag queen with the support of his mum and friends. The film stars newcomer Max Harwood, Sarah Lancashire, Lauren Patel, and Richard E. Grant. You can watch a trailer here. Raya and the Last Dragon, March 5. Kelly Marie Tran replaced Cassie Steele to voice Raya in 2020. Walt Disney Animation. Raya Kelly Marie Tran is a lone warrior from Kumandra, a kingdom where dragons and humans once lived in harmony. But all of the dragons except one disappeared when they sacrificed themselves to save humanity from an evil force. When the dark threat returns 500 years later, Raya goes out in search of the last dragon to bring unity back to the world. The fantasy action-adventure will be directed by Paul Briggs and Dean Whelan's Big Hero 6, Frozen, with Awkwafina, Crazy Rich Asians, voicing the dragon, Sisu. During Disney's Investors Day, the company announced the film will be available simultaneously to unlock on Disney Plus for a cost through Premier Access. Disney previously released Mulan for an additional $29.99 this way in September. Bob's Burgers, April 9. Bob's Burgers follows the Belcher family. Fox. After being delayed from a July 2020 release, Disney finally gave the Bob's Burgers movie a release date. Creator Lauren Bouchard wrote, directed, and produced the musical comedy, which he said will scratch every itch fans of the show have had. Ron's Gone Wrong, April 23. The film was originally set for a February 26, 2021 release date. Thomas Barbuska plays the lead in the film. Gia DePasupal Getty Images Fox's Ron's Gone Wrong is an animated film that was pushed back. It follows a boy whose robot friend doesn't work right. It stars Thomas Barbuska. Black Widow, May 7. Scarlett Johansson will be back on the big screen one more time in her Avengers role. Marvel Studios' Black Widow will now be released exactly 11 years after Scarlett Johansson's first appearance in the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Iron Man 2. The film takes place between the events of 2016's Captain America, Civil War, and 2018's Avengers, Infinity War, as Natasha Romanoff reunites with some old comrades to take down a mysterious villain named Taskmaster. David Harbour, Florence Pugh, O.T. Fagbenley, and Rachel Weisz star in the film alongside Johansson. You can watch the latest trailer here. Free Guy, May 21. Ryan Reynolds is a non-playable character in Free Guy, 20th Century. Reynolds plays a bank teller, named Guy, whose bank gets robbed multiple times daily. When Guy starts wondering what's going on, he realizes he's a non-playable character in a video game. Reynolds debuted the first footage for the film at New York Comic Con in October 2019 to a warm reception. Reynolds, Jodie Comer, Taika Waititi, Joe Keery, Lil Real Howery, and Utkarsh Ambudkar star. You can read more about Free Guy here. Cruella, May 28. Here's the first photo of Emma Stone as the iconic Disney villain. Walt Disney Studios' Emma Stone is going to play the iconic 101 Dalmatians villain in a live-action origin film of her own. Craig Gillespie I, Tonya, directs the live-action movie, which Stone described to fans at Disney's 2019 biannual D23 convention as punk rock. The movie will take place in the 70s and star Emma Thompson as the head of a fashion house who takes Cruella, aka Estella's, under her wing. Luca, June 18. Pixar's next big movie will focus around a boy named Luca. Disney and Pixar released the above concept art for the film. Pixar Oscar nominee Enrico Casarosa, La Luna, is directing Pixar's next movie, a coming-of-age story about Luca who spends his summer on the Italian Riviera with his best friend. The catch? His friend happens to be a sea monster from another world. This is a deeply personal story for me, not only because it's set on the Italian Riviera where I grew up, but because at the core of this film is a celebration of friendship, said Casarosa in a press release. Childhood friendships often set the course of who we want to become, and it is those bonds that are at the heart of our story in Luca. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, July 9. Shang-Chi, director and star Destin Daniel Cretton and Simu Liu are seen at San Diego Comic-Con. Chris Pizzolo in Vision at Destin Daniel Cretton, Just Mercy, is directing the movie about the master of Kung Fu. The character was introduced in the comics in 1973. Simu Liu will play the titular character with Awkwafina, Ocean's 8, also starring. The film recently finished filming in October after a 4-month filming hiatus. Jungle Cruise, July 30. Dwayne, The Rock, Johnson and Emily Blunt co-star in Jungle Cruise. Disney. Based off of the popular Disney Parks attraction, Dwayne, The Rock, Johnson plays a 1930s riverboat captain who goes on an exploratory mission into the jungle. Emily Blunt, Jack Whitehall, Paul Giamatti, Edgar Ramirez, and Jesse Plemons also star. You can watch the first trailer for the movie here. Deepwater, August 13. Ben Affleck and Anna de Armas have reportedly been dating since filming on the movie ended. BG004 Bauer Griffin, Getty Images. The film, based on the Patricia Highsmith book, follows a couple who have fallen out of love and start playing mind games with each other. Ben Affleck, Tracy Letts, and Anna de Armas star in the thriller. Affleck and Armas have reportedly been seeing one another since filming on the movie ended. In August, the two went on a double date with Affleck's longtime friend Matt Damon and his wife Luciana Barroso. The Beatles, Get Back, August 27. Peter Jackson directed and produced the documentary. Walt Disney Studios, Apple Corps Limited. Disney announced it acquired the distribution rights to Peter Jackson's Beatles documentary in March 2020. According to a press release, the film will go behind the scenes of the making of the band's album, Let It Be, and their final live concert on London's Savile Row. The film was made using more than 55 hours of unseen footage that was filmed by Michael Lindsay Hogg in 1,969 and 140 hours of mostly unheard audio recordings from the Let It Be album sessions. Death on the Nile, September 17. Armie Hammer and Gal Gadot star in the remake. Disney. 20th Century Studios Agatha Christie adaptation stars Gal Gadot, Letitia Wright, Armie Hammer, Kenneth Branagh, and Tom Bateman. It was originally set for release in 2020. You can watch the trailer here. The Last Duel, October 15. Longtime friends Ben Affleck and Matt Damon will reunite next year in The Last Duel. Fraser Harrison, Getty Images. Ridley Scott is directing the 14th century epic about two knights whose bond is tested. It has quite the cast in Affleck, Damon, Adam Driver, and Jodie Comer. Eternals, November 5. Here's the cast of Eternals at 2019 San Diego Comic-Con. The movie was delayed about a year. Alberto E. Rodriguez, Getty Images. For Disney, the film is based around the group of immortal beings created by cosmic gods. Disney and Marvel are likely hoping this is their next Guardians of the Galaxy-like success. Game of Thrones stars Richard Madden and Kit Harington will be reunited on screen. They'll star alongside a huge cast that includes Kumail Nanjiani, Stubo, Lauren Ridloff, The Walking Dead, Brian Henry Tyree, Atlanta, Selma Hayek, Don Lee, and Angelina Jolie. Read more. Marvel announced its next big superhero group, the Eternals. Here's the cast and who they're playing. Encanto, November 24. The animated movie was announced during Disney's Investor Day. Disney's next animated feature is about the Madrigals who live in the mountains of Colombia in a magical place called Encanto, where each of the children, except one named Mirabel, has been blessed with a power. When the magic surrounding the Encanto is in danger, Mirabel may be the only person who can save her family. The film is directed by Byron Howard, Zootopia, and features music from Lin-Manuel Miranda. West Side Story, December 10. The West Side Story remake was originally set for a December 18, 2020 release. 20th Century Fox. The remake of the 1961 film revolves around two star-crossed lovers from warring street gangs in 1950s New York City. Directed and co-produced by Steven Spielberg, Ansel Elgort and Rachel Zegler star as the two leads, Tony and Maria. The cast also includes Ariana DeBose, Corey Stoll, Brian Darcy James, and Rita Moreno, who starred in the original movie. Untitled live-action Disney movie, December 17. Disney will continue its Disney Renaissance remakes with The Little Mermaid. Disney, composite by Kirsten Acuna, inside of the live-action version of The Little Mermaid, doesn't have a release date yet, but it's one of many Disney classics that are currently being remade. Singer Halle Bailey from the sister singing duo Chloe X Halle was cast in the role of Ariel in July 2019. The remake will include original songs and new ones from Alan Menken and Hamilton creator Lin-Manuel Miranda. The French Dispatch, TBD. The French Dispatch was supposed to come out in July 24, 2020. Fox Searchlight Wes Anderson's 10th movie is among the 2020 delays that is currently undated. Many Anderson favorites, including Adrian Brody, Frances McDormand, Bill Murray, and Owen Wilson, joined together for this story of an American magazine centered around three storylines. Timothy Chalamet also stars. You can watch the trailer here. The Eyes of Tammy Faye, TBD. Jessica Chastain acquired the rights to play Tammy Faye Backer after her Oscar-nominated role in Zero Dark 30. Alberto E. Rodriguez, Getty Images. Another currently undated Fox Searchlight film is based on the documentary of the same name following the history of televangelists Tammy Faye and Jim Bakker. Jessica Chastain told Variety she acquired the rights to Faye's life in 2012 for about $5,000 and will sing in the movie. Michael Showalter, The Big Sick, directs the film, starring Chastain, Andrew Garfield, and Vincent D'Onofrio. Disney also has two untitled 20th Century films currently dated for September and December. This is the new 20th Century logo. Disney recently got rid of the Fox version of the logo. 20th Century Studios. Disney currently has two untitled 20th Century movies dated for September 10, 2021 and December 3, 2021. These will be announced at a later date. The two releases may be Amy Adams' long-delayed The Woman in the Window, based on the novel of the same name, and Kerry Russell's horror movie, Antlers.
No one under 18. Warning: Marsh. Marsh you. Marsh. 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 Lying face Marsh. Smiley face, smile with a halo Marsh. Dizzy face man. Detective person in suit. Levitating speaking head. Goblin Marsh. Nauseated face. Middle finger Marsh. Vulcan salute. Pill shot. No entry. No littering Marsh. Marshall Marsh. Found in marshy land. It is found in marshy land because when organism decomposes they produce methane. Salt marshes are coastal wetlands that are flooded and drained by salt water brought in by the tides. They are marshy because the soil may be composed of deep mud and peat. Hypoxia is caused by the growth of bacteria which produce the sulfurous rotten egg smell that is often associated with marshes and mud flats. November 5, 2020. A marsh is an area in transition from land to water. The word marsh comes from the Old Dutch word meer, for sea, and it means land that is sea-ish. Not sea, but sea-ish, like most of Holland. Marsh. Marsh. Marshes can be found often where a river empties into the sea, or along the side of a low, flooded river. Marshes are a type of wetland ecosystem where water covers the ground for long periods of time. Marshes are dominated by herbaceous plants, such as grasses, reeds, and sedges. Unlike swamps, which are dominated by trees, marshes are usually treeless and dominated by grasses and other herbaceous plants. September marshes, 20 marshes. Marsh.
And now an ad.
You guys heard of Anchor? Yeah! Hey, Adrian, what you doing?
I'm doing a podcast.
Oh, really?
Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now by reading this ad. Doing it. Go to anchor.fm/start, anchor.fm/start.
Like, hey, if you want to get paid to podcast, go to Anchor. You know, they got this, they got that, you know, and check it out. It's good for you. It's good for me. Everybody's happy. You'll get your stuff out there, you know, and whatever else is on the script, you know, it's great stuff. You should check it out. Now back to the show. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you very much for listening. You're very, very cool.
I want to hear this for real.
I played Super Mario Brothers. You know, I had a Nintendo.
Dun, 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 dun,
Bam,
dun.
bam.
Meow,
Yeah.
meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, my parents were ready to break the goddamn TV from the number of times that they heard that thing, because every fucking level you started was you know, and it.
And if you get up to go to the restroom, guess what's playing?
Yeah, and it had a couple of different ones if you were on different levels, but that's pretty much.
Yeah, they had this other one that went dun 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 dun.
So I mean, so there was that, and of course Duck Hunt.
Oh, I love me some Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt was fun. And then I had actually those are the only two games that I had for Nintendo.
Did you hear about? I know you don't listen to my show because you say it doesn't exist. You're like that guy who thinks that Batman doesn't exist. You're like, I'll believe it when I see it. So this dude invented a game. It's a Russian roulette game, and it's based off of the Duck Hunt thing. Like, it's got the Duck Hunt gun, and so like the Nintendo gun's what you use, and it's a Russian roulette game in where you're basically playing a game of chance. Like, you don't know when because you can't see the fucking chamber. Like, you can't see the bullet. So, like, it spins it for you or whatever, and then you just go around the table fucking and seeing who lasts.
Is it a real...
So it's a fan... If you listen to my show, it was a...
So, it's not a real gun?
No, it's not a real gun. It's a video game with a Duck Hunt gun.
Got it.
Russian roulette is illegal. It's like
yeah, fuck yeah, it's illegal.
DD Mao. But anyway,
I don't think it should be for people over the age of 30.
Anyway, what I was saying was that this game was real. Like, it actually does exist, and you can buy a copy of it.
Oh wow!
And like play it on your Nintendo system.
Interesting.
It became something that they just did for fun, and then it turned into like a real thing.
Like, but I mean, it's complete chance, and I mean, what's the challenge?
Basically to see who stays alive.
Yeah, but I mean, the computer decides who stays alive.
But the computer's not. Like, it's a modern game. Like, the computer's not gonna give you the same response every time.
No, I know, but still,
it's
like,
a game of chance.
Yeah, it's like, you I'm
basically
dead.
get to play like suicide with your friends.
Well,
I
get the concept. No doubt about that.
So what happens is a man and a woman get together.
Yeah, no,
they get joint bank accounts.
I fucking get it. That's like your biggest fear is fucking joint bank accounts? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh my god. What about buying maxi pads on the way home? You know.
Not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem for me either. I just couldn't think of anything else that was.
You were trying to get outraged about it.
Yeah. It's like, what can I get outraged about?
I'm not gonna stop you.
No,
The world is your oyster, you know.
No, I'm all good, man.
Half.
You know, like Eddie Murphy said. You know, that's what most men fear, getting married or whatever. But
I'm gonna go locate my. I think is my ho-ho inside.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't see her, but I bet you she's
Yeah,
doing her job.
she came in when.
I got her. I got a visual.
Oh, she's hiding in the blankets.
Okay, so this chick's brought me 2 fucking little mice, like in this past, I'd say, month.
She just brings them in the house?
First one she brought to my door. Second one she brought to my bed. She was like, check this out, Dad. And I'm like, what the fuck? Hey, that's great. Good job. Come over here, sweetie, so I can
get this thing the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And she was doing. She's been very, very.
Yeah, she's hunting.
She's doing her job.
Good.
But
good girl.
Yeah, but I don't know, I just had a weird feeling all of a sudden. I was like, wait a minute, I don't remember seeing this bitch lately. It's that.
Yeah, I had Whoa, what is that? Whoa, that looks crazy, man. That's earth-shattering.
Oh, so this is
a shelf with shocks?
They're planning on building buildings like this.
What the fuck? That's fucking scary. Could you imagine being on the top floor and the building just starts fucking swaying?
I can only imagine, cause like
why the fuck would you want that?
Well, no, but like think about the integrity, the structural integrity. No, that's what they have now. Their buildings fucking sway like that now in an earthquake. Like,
oh, for an earthquake.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. I was just gonna say, like, what are we gonna be flapping in the wind here? Like, what's happening?
Oh. What?
Oh, it actually picks the car up before the impact, so it doesn't hurt the driver as much, or the people as much.
What? It's gonna get me a soda? Breaks all those bottles.
Just fucking smacks you in the head.
It's like,
No, but back to games.
Back to reality.
You asked me.
Gravity. Whoop. No, sorry.
You asked me a question.
Spaghetti.
I'm throwing up spaghetti.
Good
I'm a rabbit. So no, I
Duck Hunt, Russian Roulette.
No, I don't play games anymore because, for one, like, I feel like I'm not gonna get anything out of it. Like, I don't, like, there's no real reward for the time that you invest. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna do.
You've got the new costume. You unlocked the new costume.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. I think it's really cool to fantasy kill people or whatever. Like on Call of Duty or whatever arcade game I've played in the past. I mean, yeah, it's cool.
I think it's like House of the Dead or something that we played.
Yeah, I mean that's fucking awesome. But how much time I would
take that, Colin, from work.
But yeah, right. Like I never took it there.
Oh,
like,
I was always. I was yelling out obscenities as a boy, playing the Ninja Turtles game.
Why does this not surprise me?
And I was like, "You'll fucking pay for this." And it's like,
you're all at Diversion's game room, just fucking.
Nope, I was at the Spaghetti Warehouse.
Oh wow! No. May I have the attention of the entire Spaghetti Warehouse?
If I could let everybody know, when a man and a woman
play video games together, this is what the fuck it sounds like. You're gonna pay for this! I already did, honey. Let's get out of here. Yeah, badoomch. But
Jesus.
But I feel like there's no real reward, and it never ends, right? Like it's a never-ending goal that you're trying to reach, but it makes you feel like you're gonna keep getting to that ultimate satisfaction level, you know, and you never get there. Even when you beat the game, you're like, oh well, fuck, the game's over. I guess I gotta find another game. You know what I mean? And then you get to that is a creepy backpack. But then you get to like you know, like I said, how much time you spend. Like you spend hours and hours and hours. Even if you spent, you know, like an hour a day, or you spent like 2 hours every 3 days, that's 6 hours that you could have been doing anything else.
Masturbating.
You could be masturbating. You could be fucking watching a movie, which would bring new concepts to you, or pornographic images,
which bring new traumas to you. Wow, that's cool. It's
or
a bench that turns into a table.
It's a transformer table.
Da-ba-na-na-na-na.
So basically, I just think that it is.
Tell me that wasn't cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Ah.
But I just feel like they're a waste of time. And the third
that was
thing,
my father's big fucking
and
thing.
the third thing is that I just kind of feel like I outgrew them.
I feel like I never outgrew a good story.
Yeah, the stories definitely.
Because I'll watch.
But I gotta spend. But if you think about it, I could watch a movie or 2 or 3 brand new movies. Okay, 4 or 5.
But could you watch a movie that's like 15 hours?
Animated?
15 hours of like story?
Yeah, they're called seasons.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'd rather watch that than have to do all this other shit.
And figure out shit. That was my biggest problem.
Honestly, like, yeah, some of the figuring out shit is kind of annoying.
Yeah, it's like, well, I know how to kick and I know how to punch, but now I gotta figure out, like, how to unlock this puzzle. And it's like, well, can I kick or punch my way through this puzzle? No, I have to figure it out. Like,
yeah, and not that I don't like figuring things out, but
I do not like it.
It's like you have to think in a nerd mentality to be able to figure out where to unlock it. You know what I mean? Sometimes, and it's like, hey, can't you give me a fucking hint here? Like, I've been at this for like 10 minutes. Like, can you just let me unlock the fucking door or whatever it is? You know, like,
you get an email and it's like
really?
The keys under the mat. And it's like, well, thanks a lot for telling me now. Like,
well, I mean,
I blew up the house.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I did like not getting stuck, you know, somewhere, and it's just like I can't enjoy the rest of this game because I don't know what little super nerdy fucky fuck combination I need to do.
Super nerdy fucky fuck. Super nerdy fucky fuck.
Yeah.
Super nerdy fucky fuck.
I don't like this. So, you know what I mean? Like that's how I felt about it.
Like a super nerdy fucky fuck.
Yeah, I didn't really care for it. So, all of those reasons.
But do you feel like you'll ever get into like VR?
When you say VR, you're talking about like watching something in virtual reality?
Yes.
I would not be opposed to it. I mean, it looks amazing. I've never actually. Well, I say that. No, I actually have done something that was sort of like VR. It was a game at Andretti, that place where you drive the indoor go-karts or whatever.
Like a Mario Grand Prix?
Kind of like that. Yeah, like the cars actually, they're electric cars. They go up to, I think it's like 45 miles an hour.
That's 28 miles per hour.
It's pretty awesome. Well, I mean, in an indoor, you know, winding track,
that's not safe, but yeah,
it's awesome. And like I'm literally like screaming the tires like coming around the turns, you know, like, You
I
know,
like to picture there's a really small mechanic, like maybe a short person mechanic, and he's just like got his oily rag and he's just like throwing it on the ground, like I don't have to hear with his antics. You know?
Yeah, or there's like an angry mechanic like in the back, like but he's like stuck in the back, right? Like in this little compartment, and then when you turn, like there's this part of the car kind of leans and it pushes on his shoulder, and he just goes.
Like,
you think it's the tires squealing, but it's actually him fucking squealing.
His tires are in good shape. We heard like that rubber screaming, but like
there's somebody else screaming behind it.
They look fine.
Yeah. No. Yeah, it was like a kill zombies kind of thing, and like they give you a gun, and then you put like the VR helmet on or whatever. Not like a real gun. They'll get all excited. But and then you can like like if you squat down, like you actually squat down like in the game or whatever, and you can stand up.
So you got to play this?
Yeah, I got to play it.
Where was this at?
Andretti, the indoor go-kart
I know
thing.
where. Like, was this here in Texas?
Yeah, it was here in San Antonio.
What?
Yeah, it's right over there by Top Golf, by the rim.
What?
Yes, bro. It's very cool.
I don't get that much.
No, I mean, I would have never gone there if it wasn't for my brother, honestly, because he wanted to go there for his birthday, and it was pretty dope. But that's the only VR experience that I have. You know, it's probably like 3 minutes or whatever it was. You know, shooting zombies in VR. It was pretty cool. But no, I'd be down for a VR. I don't know.
I was gonna say.
I'll be honest, I really don't know what all it has to offer.
Okay, to tell you the truth, I'm a sucker for nostalgia. You know that. Anybody who listens to this knows that. I would like to revisit some of my old games from when I was a kid. Like, I'm talking like the old stuff, like the fucking Simpsons game. I think I had
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog, of course.
I think everybody had that fucking game.
Mario, what do you call it? Metroid, Tetris.
Metroid was actually pretty cool.
I liked that game.
I liked how he would turn into like a ball. You know, like. Oh,
it's years later we find out that's a chick. Years later we find out that's a chick.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, Samsonite. I was way off.
Seamus.
No, it's Samus. I think is her name.
Either way, I'm with you on that. Metroid was a fucking cool game.
So I'm really tempted to like.
Sorry, I'm gonna fumble through the bushes here, folks.
Technical difficulties.
Science project essay. Puzzle. Search results featured snippet from the web. It may actually make you smarter. A new study out this week in Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences demonstrates for the first time that people who played action games like Call of Duty and Unreal Tournament 2004 showed greater capacity to learn than those who played non-action games. November 12, 2014 CBS News playing vid. Could playing video games make you smarter? CBS. Feedback. About featured snippets, people also ask what games can increase IQ. Can video games improve your brain? What type of video games are good for your brain? Feedback. Healthy Gamer GG Video Games. Web results. Video games make you smarter. Backed up by August 4, 2020. Video games increase your attention span, improve decision-making and problem-solving capabilities in competitive environments, and improve memory and learning. Video games improve the cognitive abilities that society values. University of Arizona at Blog C. Can playing video games make you smarter? A study conducted by researchers Adam Eichenbaum, Daphne Bavlier, and C. Sean Green links long-lasting cognitive. Wired Brand Lab 2015 11th Adent. Attention, gamers, these video games make you smarter. But the scientific community is emerging with a very different view. Certain games can actually deliver substantial cognitive videos. 4:14. Can video games make you smarter? YouTube Science Jan 19 2014 3:09. Can video games make you smarter? Gamer, YouTube Peacock Kids September 19 2018 13:03. This is why video games make you smarter. YouTube for Gamer. Feb 11, 2018. In this video 9. Key moments, more videos, feedback. Red Tricycle does playing vid. Web results. Playing video games really does make you smarter. Dec 28, 2018. According to a new study published in Nature, playing action video games can potentially. My Modern Med Science. Playing video games might make you smarter later in life. October 15, 2020. A new study suggests that a childhood history of playing video games not only makes an adult a better. Raise Smart Kid 5 articles 57 WH. 25 video games that could make you smarter. Raise. A Silicon Valley research group, SRI International, finds that video game playing could raise cognitive learning for. People also search for. Does video games make you dumber? Video games do not make you smarter. Science says playing video games can make you smarter. Do fighting games make you smarter? Eiffel Science, Health and Medicine Web results. Playing video games as a child might make you. October 7, 2020. Playing video games as a child might make you smarter, even years after you stop. STEM Jobs Ways Playing Video Ga. 5 ways playing video games makes you smarter. Jan 11, 2017. 1. Action video games teach you how to learn. 2. Action games can also help you think quickly. 3. Related searches. Do video games make you smarter or dumber? Video games can boost IQ, cause and effect. Benefits of video games. Does playing Call of Duty make you smarter? Does Fortnite make you smarter? Can video games make you smarter? Essay. Do video games cause depression? Do video games rot your brain? Page navigation. More results. Footer links. Red Tricycle. Playing video games really does make you smarter. Study finds Shah John Walkington. 2 years ago. If video games were among the gifts under your tree this year, you're probably already worried about all the extra screen time your kids have picked up over winter break. There is a silver lining, however, as new research shows that playing video games makes you smarter. According to a new study published in Nature, playing action video games can potentially increase gray matter volume in the brain. The study compared 27 regular expert video game players with 30 amateur players who played infrequently and didn't perform as well in games. Photo: Jessica Lewis via Pexels. Using an MRI scanner, the scientists compiled images of each participant's insular cortices. The researchers found that the scans of the advanced video game players showed enhanced functional connectivity and gray matter volume. More longitudinal research is needed to examine the connection between gaming and brain development, as well as larger sample sizes. This doesn't give kids a green light to zone out in front of Fortnite all day, as there are still other negative effects of screen time to consider, but it's good to know there might be some positive benefits. Shah John Walkington. Related stories. Screen time physically changes your kid's brain, new study reveals. What's keeping your kid up at night? Not screen time, study finds. 12 ways to make screen time more meaningful for your kids. To play or not to play, a dad's perspective on Fortnite. Red Tricycle back to top. Home headlines, every Disney Plus announcement and more from the Disney Investor Day. Skip to content. Every Disney Plus announcement and more from the Disney Investor Day 2020 December 10, 2020. By the D23 team. Disney's Investor Day 2020 delivered an amazing array of announcements from across the Walt Disney Company, including the exciting news that over the next few years, Disney Plus plans to release approximately 10 Star Wars series and 10 Marvel series, as well as 15 Disney live-action, Disney animation, and Pixar series, as well as 15 Disney live-action, Disney animation, and Pixar features, and that's in addition to the premium content set to premiere in theaters or on linear channels before coming to the streaming service. Today we learned that one of Disney's most highly anticipated titles, Walt Disney Animation Studios' Raya and the Last Dragon, will be available on Disney Plus with premier access in most Disney Plus markets, at the same time as it is released in theaters, on March 5, 2021. Today's Investor Day featured an abundance of new details on the future of the Walt Disney Company's direct-to-consumer services Disney Plus, Hulu and ESPN Plus, a first look at Disney's upcoming international general entertainment content brand, Star, and previews of an unbelievable slate of all new content. Read on to discover everything we know so far. Bob Chapek, Chief Executive Officer, The Walt Disney Company, and Bob Iger, Executive Chairman and Chairman of the Board, led the virtual event, which included presentations from leaders of the company's content and distribution teams, along with financial updates from Christine McCarthy, Senior Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer, and Lowell Singer, Senior Vice President, Investor Relations. Bob Chapek, Chief Executive Officer, The Walt Disney Company. The tremendous success we've achieved across our unique portfolio of streaming services, with more than 137 million subscriptions worldwide, has bolstered our confidence in our acceleration toward a DTC-first business model, said Mr. Chapek. With our amazing creative teams and our ever-growing collection of the high-quality branded entertainment that consumers want, we believe we are incredibly well positioned to achieve our long-term goals. Bob Iger, Executive Chairman and Chairman of the Board. During the Investor Day presentation, the company announced that, as of December 2, its portfolio of direct-to-consumer services has exceeded a total of 137 million global paid subscriptions, including 11.5 million ESPN Plus subscribers, 38.8 million Hulu subscribers, and a staggering 86.8 million Disney Plus subscribers since its launch in November 2019. After greatly exceeding expectations, the Walt Disney Company shared guidance that it now expects its streaming services to hit 300 to 350 million total subscriptions by fiscal 2024. Driven primarily by a significant increase in content output, Disney Plus alone is targeting to release more than 100 titles per year. Beginning March 26, 2021, Disney Plus will be priced in the US at $7.99 per month or $79.99 per year, while the Disney Bundle with Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus will be priced at $13.99 per month. A new agreement with Comcast was also announced that will bring Disney Plus and ESPN Plus experiences to Comcast X1 set-top boxes and Flex platforms in the first quarter of 2021, joining Hulu, which became available on these platforms in spring 2020. Additionally, Hulu customers will also be able to subscribe to ESPN Plus within the Hulu user interface and access the ESPN Plus lineup of sports programming there beginning in early 2021. A new international star in streaming. Building on the successful launch of Disney Plus Hotstar in India and Indonesia, Disney shared new details for its international general entertainment content brand, Star, which will be included as part of Disney Plus in select international markets, and launch as a separate streaming service in Latin America as Star Plus. The Star brand will serve as home to thousands of hours of television and movies from Disney's creative studios, including Disney Television Studios, FX, 20th Century Studios, 20th Television, and more, enhanced by the addition of local programming from the regions where available. Star will launch in Europe and several other international markets on February 23, 2021, as a fully integrated part of Disney Plus, with its own branded tile and a new collection of renowned general entertainment series, movies, documentaries, and more that will double the content catalog available to Disney Plus subscribers. Disney Plus will be updated globally to offer enhanced parental controls enabling the family-friendly experience parents expect, including the ability to set limits on access to content for specific profiles based on content ratings and the ability to add a pin to lock profiles with access to mature content. In Europe, the service will be priced at €8.99 per month or €89.90 per year, with a similar pricing adjustment in the other Star launch markets, including Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. The streaming service will continue its global rollout, now with Star, in new markets beginning with Singapore on February 23, 2021, followed by Eastern Europe, Hong Kong, Japan, and South Korea later in 2021. In Latin America, to take advantage of the region's portfolio of live sporting events, the company will launch Star Plus as a standalone streaming service. Star Plus brings together an unrivaled Star content collection, local original productions, and an array of live sports from ESPN, including top soccer leagues, Grand Slam tennis, and more. Star Plus will launch in June 2021 as a standalone service for $7.50 per month or the local equivalent, or as part of an attractively priced bundle with Disney Plus for $9.00 per month or the local equivalent. All the stories we can't wait to experience. Today's big event brought updates on some of the titles that have already been on our can't wait to watch list, along with announcements of new projects that we were beyond thrilled to know are in the works. Disney Television Studios for Disney Plus. Two beloved Disney properties have inspired high-profile entertainment series in development for Disney Plus. Beauty and the Beast working title will star Luke Evans and Josh Gad and will have new music composed by Disney legend Alan Menken. Ron Moore and John M. Chu will reimagine the classic Swiss Family Robinson. Additionally, the studio is developing Percy Jackson and the Olympians based on the best-selling book series by Rick Riordan from Disney Publishing Worldwide. And Disney Television Studios is currently in production on 4 live-action series set to debut on Disney Plus in 2021. The Mighty Ducks, Game Changers, which picks up where the films left off. Emilio Estevez returns as Gordon Bombay and Lauren Graham joins the flock. Turner and Hooch is a buddy comedy starring Josh Peck and his partner, a sweet and slobbery mastiff. Big Shot, a celebration of girl power set in the world of high school basketball starring John Stamos, Yvette Nicole Brown and Jessalyn Gilsig. The Mysterious Benedict Society, based on the international best-selling book series with Tony Hale and Kristen Schaal. National Geographic. National Geographic's ambitious Disney Plus slate includes high-profile titles Limitless with Chris Hemsworth, Welcome to Earth working title featuring Will Smith, and a 4th season of the Emmy-winning anthology series Genius, which will profile Martin Luther King Jr. The studio also announced the new documentary film Cousteau, which will debut in theaters before coming to Disney Plus, as well as the new documentary series Secrets of the Whales, A Real Bug's Life, and America the Beautiful. Content for Hulu and Star. Under a multi-year deal, the Kardashian-Jenners will create new global content that will stream exclusively on Hulu in the US and internationally on Star, with an expected debut in late 2021. Next year, Hulu and Star are also set to premiere the premium series Only Murders in the Building, which reunites 2 comedy icons, Disney legends Steve Martin and Martin Short, who will be joined by Selena Gomez, The Dropout, which tells the story of the con artist that captured the world, Elizabeth Holmes, played by Kate McKinnon. And Dopesick, a new drama series inspired by true events with a cast that includes Michael Keaton, Peter Sarsgaard, and Rosario Dawson. A slate of FX originals, including The Old Man, American Horror Stories, Platform, Reservation Dogs, and Why. The Last Man will be available on Hulu in the US and star in multiple international markets in 2021. Hulu. It was announced today that ahead of its eagerly anticipated Season 4 premiere, Hulu's award-winning hit drama series The Handmaid's Tale has been renewed for a 5th season. Additionally, Nicole Kidman will star in 9 Perfect Strangers, which she executive produces with David E. Kelley. Look for that on Hulu next year. FX. In addition to Hulu in the US, the FX premium content brand will bring its library of award-winning content and exclusive new originals to star around the world. Devotees of the live-action sitcom It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia have reason to celebrate. Today we learned that FX has ordered 4 additional seasons of the series, smashing the record for longest-running live-action sitcom in television history. The group also announced today that the first series adaptation of the sci-fi horror classic Alien is in development, and advanced talks are underway on a 2-season Order of the Stones, a drama series about the world's greatest and most enduring rock and roll band, the Rolling Stones. FX will also embark on one of its most sweeping, sophisticated and adult series with the retelling of James Clavell's beloved epic saga, Shogun, set within feudal Japan. Walt Disney Studios content. Lucasfilm. Investor Day 2020 is the way to a host of thrilling announcements from Lucasfilm that look ahead to exciting Disney Plus series and new feature films destined to expand the Star Wars galaxy like never before. Among the projects for Disney Plus are Obi-Wan Kenobi, starring Ewan McGregor with Hayden Christensen returning as Darth Vader, and 2 series set in the Mandalorian era from Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. Rangers of the New Republic and Ahsoka, a series featuring the fan-favorite character Ahsoka Tano and starring Rosario Dawson. Additional new titles announced for Disney Plus include Andor, Star Wars, The Bad Batch, Star Wars, Visions, Lando, The Acolyte, and A Droid Story. The studio is also revisiting Willow in a new series with Warwick Davis returning in the title role. And fans are advised to set their coordinates for December 2023 and the next feature film in the Star Wars franchise, Rogue Squadron, to be directed by Patty Jenkins of the Wonder Woman franchise. Also announced today was the next installment of the Indiana Jones franchise directed by James Mangold, a Star Wars feature film by writer-director Taika Waititi and Children of Blood and Bone, based on Tomi Adeyemi's New York Times best-selling novel, to round out the feature film slate. Click the images to see full size. Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures Production. An unbelievable star-studded lineup of original movies is in the works for Disney Plus, including Hocus Pocus 2, a spooky sequel to the 1993 Halloween classic. Adam Shankman will direct. Reboots of 3 Men and a Baby with Zac Efron, and Cheaper by the Dozen with Kenya Barris and Gabrielle Union, and a new Sister Act film starring Disney legend Whoopi Goldberg, who is on board as a producer with Tyler Perry. But that's far from all. Additional Disney Plus projects revealed include Chip Dale, Rescue Rangers, a hybrid live-action animated film starring John Mulaney and Andy Samberg. Pinocchio, directed by Robert Zemeckis and starring Tom Hanks. Peter Pan and Wendy, starring Jude Law as Captain Hook and Yara Shahidi as Tinker Bell. Disenchanted, a sequel to the hit film Enchanted, with Amy Adams returning as Giselle. New live-action biographical films set for the service include Greek Freak, about NBA star Giannis Antetokounmpo, as well as projects about Keenan Lowe and Chris Paul. The group is also developing new animated takes on favorite 20th Century Studios titles Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild, starring Simon Pegg, and Night at the Museum. Today's presentation also included a preview of upcoming feature films such as Jungle Cruise, Cruella, a prequel to The Lion King, and The Little Mermaid. Walt Disney Animation Studios. Among today's biggest news was the reveal that Raya and the Last Dragon will debut simultaneously on Disney Plus Premier Access and in theaters in March 2021. Premier Access for the title will be priced at $29.99. Click the images to see full size. Today Walt Disney Animation Studios WDAS also highlighted the upcoming feature film Encanto, which includes new songs by Emmy, Grammy and Tony Award winner Lin-Manuel Miranda, slated for theaters in November 2021. Encanto takes you to Colombia, where a magical family live in a magical home. Directed by Byron Howard and Jared Bush, co-directed and co-written by Chiraz Castro-Smith, and music written by Miranda. We also learned today of the first ever WDAS-produced animated series. New titles announced today, coming to Disney Plus, include Baymax, Zootopia Plus, Tiana, and Moana, the series, as well as Iwaju, which will be produced in collaboration with the Pan-African comic book entertainment company Kugli. Click the images to see full size. Pixar Animation Studios. Pixar Animation Studios revealed its upcoming slate of original series for Disney Plus and feature films, including Win or Lose, Pixar's first ever long-form animated series, which debuts exclusively on Disney Plus in February 2023, follows a middle school softball team in the week leading up to their championship game, and each episode is told from the perspective of a different character. 2 brand new feature films slated for theaters in 2022, Academy Award-winning director Domi She's Turning Red, and Lightyear, the definitive origin story of the hero that inspired the toy. Chris Evans will voice the hero on his journey to becoming the most famous space ranger ever. In Turning Red, fans will meet May. She experiences the awkwardness of being a teenager. With an added twist, when she gets too excited, she transforms into a giant red panda. Turning Red comes to theaters March 11, 2022. The original feature film Luca is slated for theaters next summer. Luca is a celebration of the friendship between a boy named Luca and his best friend Alberto during their unforgettable summer. You won't want to miss Luca, diving into theaters June 2021. Additional details were shared about new Disney Plus series, including Inside Pixar, Pixar Popcorn, Dug Days, and Cars, as well as the upcoming feature film Soul and Short Burrow, both debuting on Disney Plus on December 25, 2020. In the Up spin-off Dug Days, Doug discovers the dangers of suburbia like puppies, fireworks, and squirrels. Dug Days will premiere on Disney Plus in fall 2021. Pixar is also speeding ahead with a new series following Lightning McQueen and Mater on a road trip across the country. Featuring new characters, old friends, and imaginative destinations, coming to Disney Plus in fall 2022. Marvel Studios. The Marvel Cinematic Universe continues to grow. Today Marvel Studios revealed details about upcoming content for both Disney Plus and theaters. The MCU's exciting future includes 3 new series for Disney Plus: Secret Invasion, starring Samuel L. Jackson, Ironheart with Dominic Thorne as a genius inventor, and Armor Wars, starring Don Cheadle as James Rhodes aka War Machine who faces Tony Stark's worst fears. These, of course, are in addition to the studio's robust lineup of Disney Plus titles that includes WandaVision, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Loki, the animated series What If?, Ms. Marvel, Hawkeye, with Hailee Steinfeld joining Jeremy Renner in the series, She-Hulk, starring Tatiana Maslany in the title role alongside co-stars Mark Ruffalo and Tim Roth, Moon Knight, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, and a series of original shorts, I Am Groot, featuring everyone's favorite baby tree. Today also brought the reveals of 2 feature films: Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, the 3rd feature in the Ant-Man franchise, and Fantastic Four, which introduces Marvel's most iconic family. Marvel Studios' upcoming feature films also include Black Widow, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Eternals, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Thor, Love and Thunder, Black Panther 2, Blade, Captain Marvel 2, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Click the images to see full size. ESPN and sports content. Calling all college football fans. Today, ESPN announced a milestone new 10-year agreement with the Southeastern Conference, SEC, expanding its partnership and adding college football's most-watched TV package, beginning with the 2024 season. The deal will also bring select SEC football games to ESPN+, beginning with the 2021 football season and running through the term of the agreement. ESPN+'s more than 11.5 million US subscribers can also look forward to several new original series and studio shows launching in the coming months. Peyton's Places, the Emmy-nominated series currently in its 2nd season on ESPN+, will return for a 3rd season fall 2021 and expand to other sports, with some of the most engaging names in sports fronting their own versions of the series, including Abby Wambach, soccer, Ronda Rousey, combat sports, David Ortiz, baseball, and Peyton's brother, Eli Manning, college football. In January, ESPN+ will launch Stephen A's World, a new, original program featuring the insights and opinions of one-of-a-kind personality Stephen A. Smith in January. Man in the Arena, Tom Brady, the highly anticipated 9-part documentary series coming to ESPN+, is built around Tom Brady's never-before-seen, first-hand accounts of the journey to each of his 9 Super Bowls. Plus, a newly reimagined version of Sports Nation will return weekday mornings, beginning in January, exclusively on ESPN+. Forward-looking statements. Certain statements and information in this communication may constitute forward-looking statements within the meaning of the Private Securities Litigation Reform Act of 1995, including expectations about subscribers or subscriptions, statements regarding the future of our offerings, including our direct-to-consumer offerings, including content, launch dates and timing, availability, pricing, and other expectations and plans regarding our products, and other statements that are not historical facts. These statements are made on the basis of management's views and assumptions regarding future events and business performance as of the time the statements are made. We are not under any obligation, and we expressly disclaim any obligation, to update, alter, or otherwise revise any forward-looking statements, whether as a result of new information, future events, or otherwise. You are cautioned not to place undue reliance on these forward-looking statements which speak only as of the date hereof. These forward-looking statements are subject to risks and uncertainties, and actual results might differ materially from those discussed in, or implied by, the forward-looking statements. Such differences may result from actions taken by the company, including restructuring or strategic initiatives including capital investments or asset acquisitions or dispositions, from execution risk in technology, service promotion, or creative development as well as from developments beyond the company's control, including further changes in domestic and global economic conditions and competitive conditions, health concerns, consumer preferences, willingness to pay for an expanding set of direct-to-consumer services, and performance of the markets in which we operate, including the pay television ecosystem, government regulation, including revised foreign content and ownership regulations. Poor quality broadband infrastructure in certain markets, international, political, or military developments, technological developments, labor markets and activities, and adverse weather conditions or natural disasters. Each such risk includes the current and future impacts of, and is amplified by, COVID-19 and related mitigation efforts. Such developments may further affect entertainment, travel and leisure businesses generally and may, among other things, affect or further affect, as applicable, demand for our products and services, performance of our direct-to-consumer technology platforms, performance of the company's theatrical and original direct-to-consumer releases, the Adrian Lozano Show market for entertainment programming and services, expenses of providing medical and pension benefits, income tax expense, and performance or operations of some or all company businesses either directly or through their impact on those who distribute our products. Additional factors are set forth in the company's annual report on Form 10-K for the year ended October 3, 2020 under Item 1A, Risk Factors, Item 7, Management's Discussion and Analysis, Item 1, Business, and subsequent reports. Disney+, ESPN, Hulu, Lucasfilm, Marvel, National Geographic, Pixar, Star Wars. D23 2020 events see the full lineup. Related stories. These Easter eggs and details in the LEGO Star Wars Holiday Special are the perfect Life Day gift to Star Wars fans. See more. Pixar announces its next animated feature, Luca, plus more in news briefs. See more. Star Wars, The Bad Batch coming to Disney Plus in 2021. See more. Homepage D23 Membership Terms of Use Privacy Policy Your California Privacy Rights Children's Online Privacy Policy Interest-based ads do not sell my info. Copyright Disney. All rights reserved.
Looking pretty good. I'll take it all day long. And taking a live look outside 37 at Carolina.
You see that little white line? That's ashy. You know, I went to scrape my arm and, like, you know, a tire flew out and, you know.
Jesus. Well, yeah. Hey, can I get a picture with your ass real quick?
It gets
Not your ass, but like the front part.
The front part of my ass?
Yeah, the front part.
Okay, well, you're going to have to dip down a little bit, my friend.
Alright, let's do this.
Down it goes.
Down it goes. And away we go. Alright, let's see here. And let's give us a full screen. Full scrotum there, too. Wow, that's terrible. Alright, cool. Alright. Hey, not too bad. Shock.
But they're going to create the images, and then the
art is a digital rendering. It's an artist rendition. It's gonna be one of those ones where it's a guy who like paints everybody on a dune buggy. And he just painted a ring on a dune buggy. It's like, okay, well, that's it. Just minus the dune buggy. Minus the dune buggy, that's what it's gonna look like.
Hey, and then the gem like slides out the back into the water.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, it's an inside joke, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, like a fucking boat coming out of a van, baby. Like a boat coming out of a van.
Where's the recorder right now?
Right here.
Like a boat coming out of a van, baby.
Like a boat coming out of a van. It's, you gotta be careful how you say that too, because it sounds.
You can come off the wrong way, right?
Like a boat coming out of a man, baby. I'm sorry, what? That boat came out of where?
Or like, who? More importantly, who?
It's not more importantly. Let's see here. It's just as important.
Like a boat coming out of a van.
Or a man. Baby. Oh.
To each their own, right?
I guess, yeah.
No, but god damn, that was a cool car. God damn, dude, like that is by far my favorite fucking car, man. That I've seen in a long time.
That is definitely gonna be the. I forgot what I was gonna name this episode, but it's gotta be the boat coming. The boat. It's gotta be the boat coming out of the van.
Yeah, definitely.
It's gotta be that. Because our reaction, I want to listen to our reactions and tell you the truth. I can't wait to listen to that shit. We screamed like schoolgirls.
Oh my fucking shit!
Like schoolgirls that were full-grown adult men that were coming. It's like, wait, what?
Jesus. How wet were his and his vaginas?
Pretty wet.
Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, man, I picked it out and I'm gonna get another cigarette.
Motherfucker. So I picked it out, right, dude? Just like a fucking boat coming out of a van.
Now here's the man himself, ADRIAN LOZANO.
Oh my god. Oh man. Oh my god. Okay, I just saw something that actually made me feel something, and I have to share it with you. It's the What If trailer from Marvel. Oh fuck. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, it's pretty fucking badass. Oh man, it's amazing. Just the thought of Sharon Carter being Captain Britain. We see a zombie Captain America. I mean, fuck. Oh my god, it's the only thing I've been excited about. Like, oh man. Fuck. I've got other stuff going on, but damn, this made me feel something, like, deep in my chon-chon. You know what I'm saying? Right in my akuchimoya. I feel better. Slightly better. There are tears in my eyes, but they are tears of joy. Whew. Fuck! It's just awesome. Oh my god! Oh, please check out the What If trailer. Oh, fuck. It's... it's awesome. It's so awesome. Oh, fuck.
Space. Time. Reality. It's more than a linear path. It's a prism of endless possibility.
Well, that doesn't sound ominous at all.
Promised an army.
You have a super soldier.
Cool. You sure don't seem too freaked out about all this, kid. What you doing out there all by yourself anyway?
Exploring the world.
Sounds fun. But why stop at one world when we can show you all of them?
I am the Watcher. I am your guide through these vast new realities. Follow me and dare to face the unknown. Ponder the question. What if?
Give me the tour.
Like you doing rattling around this big house?
Well, I assure you, I'm married to a man, a human one.
One.
What's it raining and I ran while you sleep out the night.
We are an unusual couple.
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
We just don't know what to expect.
Howdy, neighbors. Hey, bud.
Wanda, what's up? Who are you? I don't know.
is our home.
Then let's fight for it.
Well, I think we handled that well.
Alrighty then.
What's going on over here?
I don't know. I'm just feeling dead air.
I was about to say. I was like, look, I know he was on the phone.
No, I was at work. I was sitting and like filling out paperwork on the laptop. I say paperwork, but it's paperless. Isn't that ironic? Paperless. But they still call it paperwork.
And you still have to staple it.
No. But I was literally like whistling.
Literally.
Because I was in this it's a giant old gym. It's probably about like 40 feet tall and like God knows how wide and long it is. And
God knows.
And so like it kind of echoes in there, and it's just a big storage facility basically is what it is. And I was in there on the laptop and I'm just like whistling, and like you can like hear it like kind of resonate through the whole thing. It was actually pretty cool.
You should have recorded yourself whistling.
No,
it's a sin.
No, it's a sin. You gotta be there. You gotta earn it. You gotta want it.
But I do want it.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I guess I've just been in a good mood recently.
That's good. That's good to hear.
So,
what do you call it?
if you can whistle while you work, you know.
Then you're not working hard enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
You're wasting valuable energy whistling your day away.
Fuck that, man. Like, the paperwork's a bitch. Like, they just talked to us about getting all our paperwork in, and so. I mean, I would rather be working on air conditioning, but if they want me to spend more time on the laptop, then so be it.
More chances to check out the podcast while you're there.
Yeah, I can't listen to shit and
type.
Did
you start typing what you're listening to?
Using words it would
just using words in general. You can't just use words in general.
Well, I can use words in general, but like
In
trying
genital.
to type is very difficult to do when you're listening to dialogue. You know?
Oh, when you're listening to the dialogue, yeah, I guess so.
At least for me. I mean, I'm not as good at multitasking as some people. Some people are better at, they can type and be talking on the phone and talking to somebody that's right there all at the same time and fixing air conditioning with their feet.
God damn.
You know, I can't do that. Like, I focus on one thing at a time, do it very well, and then I move on. I can juggle different projects at the same time, but like talking on the phone and dealing with high voltage, I don't do that.
Doesn't sound like a smart idea either.
No, it's not, because that's how you fucking get hurt. So
also too, like wearing rings, right? Like if you have any like gold, it's a superconductor. So like if you get it anywhere near.
Well, I mean, even silver or stainless
Well, I mean,
steel
especially gold though. But I mean, like every metal generally conducts some kind of electricity, but gold is really good at it.
Yes,
really good.
Very much so. So I try to focus on one thing at a time, because most of the stuff that I work with is kind of dangerous. So I really, I've just gotten so much into that habit, and I don't know, when I'm trying to send an email, because I don't have to do it that often, but or like type out a big email, but I want to make sure I sound correct, because I'm sending it to a lot of people that have degrees and wear suits and ties to work, you know, like those types of people.
Yeah, I know. I've gotten your emails.
So
before.
I don't want to say. Good one, sir. Good one.
Thank you.
Touche.
Haha.
Chute.
Enchanté.
Marsh.
Marsh. Beverly Marsh.
Yeah, it used to be crusher.
So are you ever gonna look up what marsh means?
Marsh. I know what a marsh is.
No, you don't,
Yes,
sir.
I do.
It's clearly when a woman meets another woman in a bar, and then marsh. Marsh. He did the monster marsh.
Hey, that's a good one. You know, or that's like the name for like certain groups of people having sex. Like it's they're doing the marsh.
They're doing the marsh.
You know.
For goodness sake, those sick fucks are doing the marsh.
Yeah, those two lesbians are doing the marsh back there.
They're marshing it up.
They're marshing back there.
It's a two lesbian marsh.
The
marsh of dimes. The marsh of dimes.
And the more that are involved in that particular sex act, the more you gotta lean into it.
To the point of practically falling over. You gotta carry the marsh into like Kid Kniff from Connecticut.
Oh, fuck yeah. Nothing's better than a marsh.
I hate that voice. It's so unnerving and gross.
You're not the only one who hates that voice.
Yeah, that voice is gross.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Oh, man, it's like fingernails on a chalkboard, but...
Your mom's gonna walk down here for a minute.
Dirty.
I started a conversation with her before I knew, okay? I didn't know. I'm sorry. And I told her I'd walk everything down, and she told me no. So, I'm sorry.
Cool. Runnings.
That's alright.
It's alright.
Don't nobody worry about me.
Fucking Caddyshack?
We are the Jamaican bobsled team.
Oh, I was gonna say Caddyshack.
Yeah, for sure.
There was a Jamaican bobsled team in Caddyshack.
I had always hoped for that, but I don't think they ever remade it.
They wouldn't. They can't. What are they gonna do?
Oh, they will.
Then you have a digital fucking...
Give it 10 years.
You have a digital gopher coming out of the hole?
Yeah.
No.
He'll flip around and do tricks and hit people in the face. You know.
Yeah.
It'll happen. It'll happen. Just give it time. Give it time. They'll remake every movie ever made. I'm waiting for them to remake a remake. That's what I'm waiting for.
But like, wouldn't they have done that in the sense of like the third remake? Like if they've
the third make?
Well, like think about it, because like what's a good example? Like James Bond. Every time they put another James Bond in, isn't that essentially remaking James Bond?
No, because the movies are different. The plots are different. You know, you're remaking the character's appearance and some of his mannerisms and possibly
His manhood.
So you may be remaking the character, but you're not remaking any of the movies because all the movies are different, right?
Yes and no. Casino Royale.
Well, then yeah. I mean, if you're remaking the actual movie, then yeah, that would be considered. But they haven't remade any of the other ones, to my knowledge.
No.
So
you're like, so shut up about it.
No.
I don't know. I feel like with every new James Bond, it's like they're reinventing who this guy is.
Well, that's to keep it fresh.
If they wanted to keep it fresh, why don't they make him a woman or
he's still,
an ethnic person? Like, you know, make him.
He's still bloody British.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have British ethnic people. Make him like
Hey,
Indian
they're
or
talking
fucking
about making,
black.
what is it? Charlie Hunnam, the next James Bond.
Interesting.
That's what I heard.
Interesting.
I could see him doing it.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, a bearded James Bond.
I mean,
think about it.
There was one already, Pierce Brosnan.
He didn't have a beard.
Yeah, he did. He rocked a beard in that Korean one where he got all fucked up and he fights Diamond Face.
Yeah, but he didn't look as good as like he did like clean shaven.
Oh yeah, I guess.
He looked a little ratty, I thought. No offense or anything. I just thought like
because we know you're listening, Pierce.
Pierce, he don't give a shit. But Pierce.
Not even an option.
Damn it!
Not even an option, sir.
Wow.
Also, don't forget to like us on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And follow at the Adrian Lozano Show.
You have been listening to the Adrian Lozano Show.